Hello everybody, it's Fufu here, and today I'm going to be doing a video about Delcatty. But before we get into this video, please let me know if you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like so that I know what kind of videos to upload for you guys, which ones that you enjoy the most. And also in the comments section, please leave some love for Delcatty. This Pokemon is forgotten and overlooked way too often, and it really deserves your love, and I will explain why in this video. So first off, its stats aren't great. It has actually got a speed buff going from 70 speed to 90 speed, which is pretty nice. 90 speed is very usable, but its attack stats are pretty poor at 65 attack, 55 special attack, not great. Defenses are only 60, really not great. So in terms of stats, not too much going for it, but it does have a signature ability in Normalize, which is very interesting, and I live for interesting things in Pokemon. So what does it do? Well, it turns all of your attacks into the normal type, which means you don't have great coverage in terms of attacking. It means that you can't hit ghost types at all. They're immune to all of your moves, which isn't ideal. However, it lets you do some cool things, like going for a normal type Thunder Wave to paralyze ground types that are normally immune to Thunder Wave. So that's pretty interesting. And not only that, this generation, there is now a damage buff to moves affected by Normalize. But it's not so clear as to which moves are affected when it says affected moves. Bulbapedia, it seems like it's referring to affected moves, so moves that are turned into the normal type from a different type. So for example, Ice Beam, which is now normal type, would get a damage boost. But then on the unofficial Pokemon Simulator site, Pokemon Showdown, it seems as though only normal type moves that are already normal type get the buff. So like Return or Hyper Voice would get the boost. So I'm going to try and find out today which of those is true, whether it's non-normal type moves that get turned into normal type moves and then get a boost, or whether it's already normal type moves, or maybe it's even both. That would be pretty cool. So let's get into this battle. What I'm going to do, I've got an Alomomola on screen, which will be able to take a lot of hits. Well, I will in a second. So that'll be able to take a lot of the hits because it's got big HP. I know its special defense stat, and I know how much damage this Delcatty should be doing. Delcatty has Hyper Voice and Ice Beam, so whichever does more should potentially be the thing that gets the boost. But maybe they'll both do a lot. I know how much damage they should be doing. They're both base 90 power moves, so they should be doing a similar amount of damage. They should be doing 49 to 58 damage. If they do any more than that, then they get the boost from the Normalize ability. And why do I want to find this out? Well, it's quite important because Delcatty, in the very lower tiers, it could actually be quite an interesting revenge killer. It gets some good priority options in Fake Out, which already gets the same type attack bonus and might be boosted by Normalize. And it also gets Sucker Punch, which is turned into the normal type, so it will get the same type attack bonus on that, which is really cool. And it potentially will get the boost on that. I don't know which one will get the boost, but both of them together means it could be quite a good revenge killer. So I want to find this out, and so right now we're going to go for a Water Sport with this Alomomola, and we're going to go for a Hyper Voice with Delcatty, and then I'll go for an Ice Beam and see which does more out of Hyper Voice and Ice Beam. So this is going to do about 65 damage. 64? It was 165, so it's 64, right? Or is it 164, so it's 65? Yeah, 64 damage, which is actually more than what I expected. So I expected it to do 49 to 58, but it did 64. So Hyper Voice definitely gets the boost. So let's try Ice Beam and see. So I'm expecting Ice Beam to maybe not get the boost now because it looks like already normal type moves are getting the boost. And that does 64 as well. So it looks like they both get the boost. So that probably means that like all normal type moves coming out of Delcatty get the boost, which is pretty much just all moves now because they're all normalized. That's fantastic. That's so good. That's better than I expected. More than I could have hoped for. So what that means is Delcatty just gets a flat 1.2 times boost to all of its attacks now. And I'm not trying to claim Delcatty is going to be great because its attacking stats are really low. However, I think, ooh, that was a nice critical hit. However, it does mean that it's a lot more viable, and I'm definitely going to try and use this thing in lower tiers. I'm actually really excited about that. It's a shame that Pokemon Showdown hasn't implemented this ability properly though, because it could mean that Delcatty is already a lot more viable than it seems. So yeah, this is such a cool Pokemon. It definitely gets overlooked, and it shouldn't because it's cool. I mean, it's not the best, but it's cool. And I'm going to be using it a lot more. I'm really, really happy about that. So let's just finish off this battle with Delcatty grabbing a nice kill with the Ice Beam on the water type. Seems really weird, but it is a normal type attack now. So yeah, that's going to be all for today. As I said, please leave your love for Delcatty in the comment section. Please try it out. Please give this thing all of your thoughts and love. And that's going to be all for today, guys. I've been Fufu, you've been awesome, and hopefully see you next time. Goodbye.